The engine groans, echoing the fatigue of the long journey. Dust swirls in the shimmering heat, and the only sound is the steady hum of the motor, pushing you further into the unknown. The road behind you is a ribbon of sun-bleached asphalt, stretching endlessly through the desert. After hours of endless highway and relentless sun, you finally spot it, a handful of buildings clinging to the desert floor. This is Terlingua. It appears almost like a mirage, a cluster of weathered structures huddled together against the vastness. The town seems to rise out of the earth itself, stubborn and resilient, refusing to be swallowed by the desert. The silence is profound, broken only by the wind and the distant cry of a hawk. The air vibrates with a stillness that feels ancient, as if the land is holding its breath. Every sound is magnified, the crunch of gravel underfoot, the whisper of the breeze, the call of a lone bird circling overhead. Stepping out, the dry air and scent of creosote hit you. The sun is relentless, baking the ground and painting everything in golden light. You feel the grit on your skin, the sharp tang of desert plants, and the unmistakable sense that you've arrived somewhere truly different. It feels like another planet. The landscape is surreal. Jagged rocks, distant mesas, and a sky so wide it seems to swallow you whole. The horizon stretches forever, and the world you knew feels impossibly far away. The locals, weathered by sun and wind, greet you with a slow nod. Their faces tell stories of survival and stubbornness, of days spent under the harsh desert sun. There's a quiet camaraderie here, a sense that everyone who stays has earned their place. Here, authenticity is the only currency. The buildings are rough and real, each one with its own scars and stories. There's no pretense, no gloss, just the raw, honest spirit of the desert and the people who call it home. You're not a tourist, but a fellow survivor. In Terlingua, everyone is a part of the landscape, shaped by the same sun and wind. You feel a strange kinship with the strangers you meet, as if you've all passed some unspoken test. The vast Chihuahuan desert and the distant Chizos Mountains remind you how small you are. The world here is immense, wild, and untamed. You've left civilization behind. Your adventure begins now, at the edge of the map, where the land and sky meet in endless possibility. To understand Terlingua, you must grasp its remoteness. This small town is not just off the beaten path, it's in a world of its own, far removed from the hustle and bustle of modern life. It sits in the heart of the Chihuahuan Desert, near the Big Bend of the Rio Grande. The landscape is both breathtaking and unforgiving, with vast stretches of arid land and rugged mountains. The nearest city is hours away. This isolation means that every journey, whether for supplies or emergencies, requires careful planning and a reliable vehicle. Every trip is a calculated risk. No shortcuts, no safety nets. The roads are long and often treacherous, with little room for error. The land is harsh, scorching summers, freezing winters, and thorny plants that thrive on almost no water. The extreme weather conditions test the limits of human endurance and adaptability. Mistakes here can be deadly. A wrong turn or a mechanical failure can leave you stranded in an environment where survival is a constant challenge. Running out of water or gas isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. The scarcity of resources means that every drop of water and every gallon of fuel is precious. The nearest real grocery store is a 3-hour round trip. Stocking up on essentials requires foresight and careful planning, as spontaneous trips are not an option. Forget about delivery or quick fixes. The remoteness of Terlingua means that services many take for granted are either unavailable or come with significant delays. People here are fiercely self-reliant, patching roofs, fixing cars, and planning weeks ahead. They have learned to depend on their skills and resourcefulness to navigate the challenges of desert living. The town is a scatter of homes, trailers, and ruins. No paved streets, no suburban order. It's a place where the conventional rules of urban living don't apply. It's a community built on ingenuity and the will to live far from the world's reach. The people of Terlingua have created a unique way of life, one that thrives on isolation and the rugged beauty of the desert. Terlingua is a ghost town that's very much alive. People live among the ruins, blending history with modern-day grit. The low cost of living and lack of rules attract artists, musicians, and free spirits. Many build off-grid homes using solar power and rainwater. Experience matters more than possessions. Isolation brings peace and a night sky ablaze with stars, but it also demands self-reliance. Here, independence is a necessity. People rely on themselves and each other. Life on the edge isn't for everyone, but for those who stay, it's deeply rewarding. To truly understand Terlingua, you have to listen to its people, their stories, their laughter, and the quiet resilience in their voices. This is a place where the land shapes the lives of everyone who calls it home, and where survival is a shared experience, not just an individual challenge. John, a 30-year resident, says, "My clock is the sun. My boss is the weather." He's learned to read the sky like a book, knowing that a sudden wind or a cloud on the horizon can change the day's plans in an instant. He fixes his own truck, conserves every drop of water, and has grown stronger, physically and mentally, than he ever imagined possible. In Terlingua, self-reliance isn't just a skill, it's a necessity. Maria, who runs an art gallery, laughs at the hermit stereotype. She says, "People think we're all loners out here, but that couldn't be further from the truth. We rely on each other. Out here, neighbors become family, and sharing is a way of life. When storms hit, we share food and check on neighbors. In times of trouble, the community comes together, delivering meals, offering shelter, and making sure no one is left behind." A young couple building an off-grid homestead admits the desert always surprises them. Flash floods, rattlesnakes, failing solar panels. Every day brings a new lesson in patience and adaptability, and every challenge is met with determination and teamwork. Yet, the magic of a moonrise over the Chisos keeps them here. The desert's beauty is a constant reminder of why they chose this life, even when it tests them. The trade-off is clear: convenience for freedom, comfort for adventure. Here, every decision is a balance between risk and reward, and every day is a chance to write your own story. Daily struggles are real, but so is the beauty and the sense of tribe. The bonds formed here are deep, forged by shared hardship and the joy of simple pleasures. These are modern pioneers, living deliberately and authentically, choosing a life that's raw, real, and deeply connected to both the land and each other. Many see the desert as empty, but Terlingua's beauty is subtle and powerful. Colors shift across the rocks, and desert flowers bloom defiantly after rare rains. Big Bend National Park offers wild adventure, canyons, mountains, and the Rio Grande. The silence is profound, a rare antidote to modern noise. Here, you notice the small things: a lizard's dash, your own breath, the rhythm of nature. In this harsh place, community is precious, and human connection is everything. Paradise here comes at a price: convenience and certainty. Healthcare is distant. A hospital trip can take hours, and emergencies are serious. Services are scarce. Online orders take weeks, and the internet is unreliable. Many haul their own water and maintain solar systems themselves. Loneliness can creep in, with days passing before you see another soul. The desert is unforgiving: flash floods, heat, snakes, and sudden storms. Life here demands vigilance, resilience, and respect for nature's power. What's there to do in Terlingua? Everything that matters. Explore Big Bend's wilds, hike, kayak, or watch the desert sunset. Evenings bring music and art, with locals sharing stories under the stars. Disconnect to reconnect. Let the desert's rhythm guide you. This journey strips away the noise, revealing what's truly important. Terlingua will test you, but it will also reward you with stories and memories. If you crave freedom and wild beauty, this is your place. Come to the edge of Texas. Your adventure is waiting.